Let's see if we can change some minds tonight. What's up next for us, Mia?
Okay, tonight we're going to be talking about a majority of COVID misinformation is coming from 12 people. The vast majority of COVID-19 anti-vaccine misinformation and conspiracy theories originated from just 12 people, according to a report by the Center for Countering Digital Hate, a UK and US nonprofit and non-governmental organization. They say in March that 12 online personalities they dubbed the Disinformation Dozen were responsible for 65% of 812,000 Facebook posts and tweets spreading misinformation. These 12 have a combined following of 59 million people across multiple social media platforms, with Facebook having the largest impact. Vivek Murthy, U.S. Surgeon General, and Joe Biden focused on misinformation around vaccines this week as a driving force for the virus spreading. And on Facebook alone, the dozen are responsible for 73% of all anti-vaccine content, though the vaccines have been deemed safe and effective by the U.S. government and its regulatory agencies. Among them are dozens of physicians that have embraced pseudoscience, a bodybuilder, a wellness blogger, a religious zealot, and most notably, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
They're saying that vaccines cause autism and 5G broadband cellular networks to the coronavirus pandemic. And someone in the comments here says eating McDonald's is more dangerous than the vaccine. Absolutely true. The same people that are worried about 5G are eating 7 meals a week at McDonald's. Well, like you said, in this article, it lists there's a bodybuilder, a physician that embraced pseudoscience, which there's a lot of those, a wellness blogger, a religious zealot, and RFK Jr. Come on, man. And don't forget about what's her name? The Playboy model that did things. Jenny McCarthy actually started that whole autism bullshit about her son having autism, that she was looking for someone to blame. And I understand that as a parent. I know, Mia, you do too. So like you're looking for something and someone to like help me. But a vaccine, like that was a horrible. She's kind of one of the people that started that whole frenzy.
You're going through a lot when you find out your child has autism. They will target you. They targeted me with the information. Once I started doing my searches on autism, because I found out Tristan was going to be nonverbal and was going to have his developmental difficulties, Facebook was sending me to all sorts of anti-vax groups in my recommended.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I was being fed the information that made it look like vaccines were causing the problem, to the point that for probably about 6 months, I was 100% convinced that I should be suing them and trying to like get this out there.
Mm-hmm.
And, more information came to me. I became more aware. I was able to process things a little bit better, but that's what they do. They target the vulnerable, so that way they've got people that can affirm to the outside, oh, yes, of course.
Well, that's how 12 people get 39 million people to agree with them. And storm a Capitol and don't take the vaccine. There's a quote here. It says, Facebook, Google, and Twitter have put policies into place to prevent the spread of vaccine misinformation, yet to date, all have failed to satisfactorily enforce these policies. That's according to the CEO of the CCDH, Imran. He also goes on to say all have been particularly ineffective at removing harmful and dangerous misinformation about coronavirus vaccines. What happens is they make these little algorithms to catch words, and all it does is shut down people who are rebuking this stuff, that are trying to shut. Like I've had videos taken down for trying to debunk some of the bullshit, and I get silenced. My videos get taken down, get demonetized, whatever you want to call it, and yet their bullshit still stays out there. White supremacy still stays out there. Anti-immigrant stuff, xenophobia, misogyny, all that racist shit stays on. But this algorithm doesn't target them, but it targets us who are trying to debunk it too, So it's because it's missing that human element. AI can only do so much. We're not there yet. And that's why these things aren't really working across these platforms. That's why Trump got banned on every social media app because of his bullshit misinformation. And he still continues to do it. Tucker Carlson has gotten the vaccine. He will not admit it on air Think about that. You look at the map of the vaccines and the map of the 2020 elections and percentage of votes, it is identical. It's been 100% politicized.
And the Delta variant's coming through and ripping through those states.
Well, yeah, here in Michigan, where I'm at, we had an emergency meeting, like a Zoom meeting type of thing on our Microsoft Teams. We all had to just stop what we're doing, jump in there and listen, because like we have confirmed cases of the Delta variant in our Berrien County, Michigan, where I live at. And they said really, really focus on screening people, wear your mask, wash your hands, all that stuff again, and really continue to hammer it home to your patients. Get vaccinated, get vaccinated, get vaccinated. If you want it, we'll come get it. We'll make sure you get it. Like we're trying to make another push, because I think Michigan only has 60% vaccinated with at least with one dose. I mean, so it's 100% politicized, and I still have people that are like, I don't trust it. I was like, you don't have to trust it. Trust science. It's working. 92% of hospitalizations are unvaccinated people. 99.2% of all deaths right now are unvaccinated people. There's always gonna be those people that break through with other comorbidities.
I just find it so interesting that there are 12 people that are basically making it so that this virus has every opportunity to evolve. And it can be traced back to 12 people.
12 assholes.
I know that cancel culture is considered a problem, but there's a balance that has to be struck. This is people causing actual harm by spreading false information to real human beings. There has to be a line somewhere. And yeah, at some point, somebody needs to get canceled.
Well, and the CCDH is calling on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube to completely deplatform the Disinformation Dozen. There's a quote here. It says, updated policies and statements hold little value unless they are strongly and consistently enforced. With the vast majority of harmful content being spread by a select number of accounts, removing those few most dangerous individuals and groups can significantly reduce the amount of disinformation being spread across platforms. And again, 12 people. I know it's not just 12 people, the most significant, right?
They're the ones that are providing it's kind of like you've got a subway system, right? They're the stations. Right. Everything pulls in through there and leaves through there.
The air traffic controllers of disinformation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's off-putting, I must say, and especially when you got like physicians. Come on, man. Come on. And I have there's a physician here that I've actually complained about, because I had a patient who having some stomach pains, stomach problems, indigestion, heartburn, stuff like that. And she went to her family physician and she goes, do you mind if I pray over you? And she's like, So she felt pressured. She's like, yeah, sure, whatever. The doctor put her hands over her stomach and prayed for her out loud, in the name of Jesus Christ, and then sent her on her way. It's a private practice, so she has the right to do it, the freedom to do it. But I think it's dangerous. Personally, it's not good for the reputation of the medical community to do something that's metaphysical.
No,
it doesn't hurt nobody, but I don't know, man. I have a real problem with that personally.
I have a huge problem with that. That's not providing the service that person is paying for. They didn't come there for faith healing. They came there for an analysis.
A diagnosis, yes. Yeah. But yeah, guys, we have this report that says, hey, man, these 12 people kind of took over the country, took over 30 to 40% of this country and brainwashed them.
70% or something like that I read today of people refuse to get the vaccine because of this.
How much?
I think I read 47%. I'd like to fact check that.
It's got to be lower than 47 because we have over 60% now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like 40% haven't gotten it, and I don't think it's because they, you know what I mean?
Republicans or something like that.
Now that makes more sense. Yes, that would definitely make more sense. Jeremy here says, boys, the left versus right issue doesn't hold water. Only 30% of black people have gotten just one shot. I don't know where you got that statistic from, honestly, dude.
There
The
is
left versus right does hold water because you look at the maps, it's a 1-to-1. It's damn near identical.
among the African American community, though. They've been experimented on by our government before. So there is actual legitimate reason to be vaccine hesitant among that group.
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't change the fact that it's not the case now, but there's at least a reason and a grounded reason to be concerned from that community.
Yeah, and Jeremy says he's going to DM me the source. I'd like to see that. That'd be cool, man. I appreciate that. But yet, when you look at the map, Jeremy, you look at the map and you say Biden won this state by 60%, the Trump's 40, the vaccination rate is damn near 60-40. This state, Biden lost 30 to 70%, right? It's 70% unvaccinated. It's damn near a 1-to-1 ratio, man. It's very predictive to look at the government, the electoral map, and look at the vaccine map. It's almost pure predictive, and that is politicized. That is left versus right. That is, MAGA versus rational people. But there's, I understand there's people that were anti-vaxxers before Trump. This is not about Trump. This is about misinformation, and specifically the right using it to politicize this thing. And that's kind of how it is, unfortunately. And if you're an anti-vaxxer, guess what? You voted for Trump. Kind of like not all Trump supporters are anti-vaxxers, but all anti-vaxxers are most likely Trump supporters, kind of like racist, the whole thing like that, right? Not all Trump supporters are racist, but most, I would gather to say 99% of racists supported Trump's agenda, right? So that's kind of how I it's
amazing how many grifts are attached to Trump.
If grifting was a sport, he'd get the gold medal. We do got to go back to the whole mental gymnastics gold medal thing. I got to double back on that. That'd be fun.
I do like that one.
Today's gold medalist is blah, 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 blah. We got to remember, I'm going to write that shit down. We got to do that again. That's fun. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think about this. Do you think that they should be able to silence all 12 of these people that they consider the most dangerous? Do you think this is a freedom of speech thing? Because it is a private platform. Freedom of speech only applies to government regulation. This is not government regulation. Now, the problem is when the CCDH is pushing them to do it, I have a problem with that. Like, the government shouldn't be telling them what to do their platform. I have a problem with that part of it. It should be their private decision making what's best for their own company.
I will make a quick note. The CCDH is not a government institution.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's anti-government. That's right.
They are making the recommendation from a non-biased, solution-oriented. If you do this, it will end this.
That's right. Yeah. Center of Countering. Yeah, let's review this, guys. Center of Countering Digital Hate is a UK-US nonprofit and non-governmental organization. Good point, Mia. Great point, actually. That clarifies it for me. Yeah, as long as the government's not doing all these recommendations for private companies, I'm okay with it. But the government has no way of telling you what you can and can't say on a private platform either, unless it, of course, incites violence, kind of like a riot or kind of like an insurrection. But that's neither here nor there, right? But yeah, so let's know what you guys think about this. And while you're here, of course, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time, man. Go read a book. Cool.